Tonight in Eye on Chicago, how seeing things a little differently can actually be good. Marie Saavedra introduces us to a young author who loves words in her own way.
Cecilia Santagata says dyslexia doesn't define her. It's just part of who she is. In fact, she calls it her superpower because it's taken her to new heights.
This is a very big day in the library at Creekside Elementary School in suburban Plainfield. It's the grand opening of a special section with books dedicated to understanding dyslexia. And one of the authors featured is Creekside's own fifth grader, Cecilia Santagata.
My family's here and my friends could all support me doing this.
Cece loves a good story, so much that she tells her own story in this book.
Said, "You got this."
Cecilia's journey embracing dyslexia. The key word, embracing.
My saying is like, all brains are beautiful.
District 202 reading specialist Denise Wilson has been working with Cece for years and says dyslexia is often misunderstood.
People always think of the flipping letters, and that's part of it. Some of those letters could look like other letters, and so it could just be jumbled because their brain isn't connecting to what the letter is. Or in a sentence, having, say, a 5-word sentence, they might have all the words but mix them up in a different order.
Cece says looking at words is fine for her, but actually reading is a different story.
The words aren't connecting or kind of dancing on the page.
Her parents and Cece herself knew at an early age something wasn't quite right. Cece says when she finally got her diagnosis, it was a huge relief just to know what was going on.
I understand.
Did that feel empowering?
Yeah.
That power made Cece want to write the book.
I realized there's other kids that could be in my school that has dyslexia. And I didn't want them just to have a hard time in the library.
Cece wrote it with the help of her grandmother, Linda Cortez, who has written other children's books.
It really was her idea. She just basically said, since you've already published books, and can you help me with this one? We initially started with a manuscript, and then we went through the illustrations together. She made quite a few changes, and I had an idea about this, but she changed it, so it developed into Cecilia's book.
Cece wanted the book to be part of the school library, not just for kids with dyslexia, but for all students and teachers.
Everyone in the school has just been like, wow, Cece, that's so great. And it's a really open a conversation that we might not have had otherwise.
And Cece and her buddy Julian have formed the Lunch Bunch, a recess activity where all kids can learn more about dyslexia.
The more we talk about it, the better the kids will understand.
Denise says now that Cece understands dyslexia, she is learning to decode troublesome words, and her test scores are taking off.
She's unstoppable. I love it. So she is just going full force.
Denise told us that people with dyslexia have the skills to show what they know. We just have to give them the tools to unlock the words. I'm Marie Saavedra, CBS News, Chicago.
Cece also says she and her grandma are planning to write even more books, and Cece wants to continue her efforts next year when she moves on to middle school. That's a leader right there. Bravo.